Hey guys, Dummy24 here, and here's a gameplay video, live gameplay of me playing my Panther tank. I decided I wanted to, I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to see how I play a game in the actual moment. Because most of my videos on becoming a better tanker, those series and those videos are all about like after action reports and so on and so forth, and you can see what I did wrong and everything. But I kind of want to show you how it happens in the real time. So that's what I want to do with these videos. In this in this game, the first thing I do every time I play a World of Tank game, is I see what's top tier. Top tier, well, it's a tier 8 game, so I know that I have to be a little bit wary of of uh, of sticking my neck out there, since there's bigger tanks with bigger guns that can do a lot of damage to me. Not only that, but it's pretty handily a top tier game. Or a tier 8 game. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tanks, 5 tier 8s in the other team, and the rest of them are basically tier 7s with a couple tier 6s and a 5 thrown in. Probably the 5 is arty. So I'm gonna have to be playing. In general, I'm gonna have to play less aggressively. I'm gonna have to play a more careful game. Right here, I'm going way too far out. I'm probably gonna get. Oh. Probably was thinking I was gonna get shot by the other side, because there's always somebody. Yeah, right where that KV-5 is, there's always enemy tanks along that ridge. And I mean, and on this map, on Serene Coast here, this is a typical pub game setup. The heavies go on the far side of the, let's see if I can get better, on the far side of the railroad tracks over there, and they all do their battles over there. Lighter tanks, occasionally a heavy tank will come over onto this ridge, will shoot back and forth a little bit, wait until one side starts to falter a little bit more than the other, and then make a push. That's your typical, that's typically how the pub games work on this map. My job as a medium tank, as a mid-tier medium tank, is to just keep a spot, maybe get a shot if I can, and reinforce people if they need it. Like this KV-5 up here, I'm gonna see if I can't get a shot on him. See, he's looking at me. And as he said, the shot didn't go through. That happens a lot with this gun. It's only a 203 198. I thought they must have nerfed it. I thought this was a 203 pen gun, but I guess not. I could have swore it was a 203, but so like I was saying, just kind of going back and forth, just waiting, because I'm not in a heavy on this map. I'm not in any position to. Let's see, this KV-5 is pushing up here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let him come over the hill a little bit. When he's just far enough, when he just starts to crest it, then I want to track him. So he can't get his gun down. He can't, for his gun depression, he can't get it down. Just like that. Oh, someone else got on the other side. We want to keep him tracked if possible. See, he can't shoot anybody because his gun doesn't go down far enough. That was a bad move on his part, especially since he's all alone. Where's that little... right there. Enemy armor is destroyed. Just like that. Because his gun depression, which means it can only go so far down. See, I can't move my cursor, I can't move the barrel of my gun down any further than that. It's hard for me to show it on this, but it can't go down any further. So when he gets to the top of the hill, you track him so he can't move, but he can't get his gun down, but we can shoot up on him. So he effectively took himself out of the game for no reason. See if I get a shot on the Tiger, no go. But again, I'm just sitting back, not doing very much of anything, kind of just helping out if I can. If I can't, then whatever. I'm better. It's better for me to be alive than dead, to help my teammates out. And for another example, if whoops, wrong button. If these guys over here on those heavy tanks and that, if they were to take too many casualties or too many losses, I would go over there and try to reinforce them as best as I could. I kind of play I kind of play like I'm kind of like a safety in football, where I can go to either side of the field where I'm needed and help out. I'm not limited to one area, if that makes sense. And see, now we're up 5-3, we're up 2 tanks. Still gonna sit and wait a little bit. I'd like to get a little bit more of a lead, then I'm gonna make a rush off of this hill to see if I can get down into here. See what's going on. Maybe start getting to spot him some more guys. If you're wondering why I'm shooting the railroad cars, sometimes you can you'll get shot through. See, this guy's too close to the edge right there. He's got all his side armor facing that edge. That's way too much. And that's the end of him.
We've lost a track. Enemy armor is hit.
I'm just gonna let
Let's roll. Looks like that one went right through.
See, I probably shouldn't have done that, but you know, we're up 9-6. I'm gonna make a rush for the other side, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sit right here until they lose their sight on me. It should be, I think it's like 5 seconds. Now I'm gonna try to get my speed up, and I'm gonna get down to the other side of that Tiger and hug this inside, use the hill as best as I can for cover. See, I'm not worried about that Tiger at all. He may have a better gun or whatever, but I reload almost twice as fast. So now I gotta be careful and hurry up and get my turret down.
We didn't penetrate their armor.
Keep moving because you know that Artie's right there. Speak of the devil. That's pretty much game right there. Nothing like a nice little bit of tea. Drinking some tea and playing a little World of Tanks on a Saturday night. And see, now we have them totally flanked. A little too far. Nice thing about this gun, this 75, is it's extremely accurate, especially with my crew too. And I'll show you what I have on the gun in a minute. Just missed him. Got him.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
But that's what you do with a medium tank on when you're not high tier, when you're mid tier or you're even low tier with a medium tank. Sit back with it. You don't have to get out there and start sticking your neck out like these heavy tanks should be doing.
They're hit.
I wanted to track him.
Enemy is hit.
The other word of advice is if you can,
Penetration.
get into that turrets where you can start. If you get an ammo rack, kill a gunner,
Enemy is hit.
make them take longer to reload.
Got him.
See, I'm playing a totally, with the Panther especially, you're nothing but a support. You're totally a support tank, and you snipe too. It's a snipe support tank. Stay back as far as you can, especially when you're lower tier.
That's gotta hurt.
Get a couple shots and then get back. And that's game. Now I'll show you what. Let's see the report here. Second place, that's not bad. 898 XP with a medium tank in a mid-tier game. That's just really good. And I did stick my neck out a couple times, but all I did is I sat back, took a few shots whenever I could get them, and just tried to help my team out with a spot. You don't want to do too much more than that. Let's get into, well, hold on 1 second. We plug in my headset. Okay. And we'll take a look at my Panther. You can see all the tanks I have here. I don't really use the grill or anything like that, but I usually play either the Panther, the Tiger, or the Tiger P. But as far as the Panther goes, I don't put the upgraded radio. A 415 meter range is more than enough for me. I got the upgraded suspension. I got the best engine, obviously, the best turret that you can get for it, and I have the long 75. It's the way you tell that gun is how long it is. It's an extremely long gun with 198 pen. My crew, I have a fully upgraded crew, and I'm working on my second perk. Let's see if I can. First perk I was Mentor. I'm working on Eagle Eye for my commander. For the gunner, I have Deadeye, and I'm working on Snapshot. The reason I went with Snapshot on there is because I like to, if I have 2 or more targets, I like to zoom in real quick, take a shot, move it to the next guy, take a shot, because this gun reloads really quickly. Then I have Smooth Ride and working on repairs for my driver. For the radio man, I have situational awareness, and that does it extends your view range. Anytime you can get, the farther you can see, the better off you are. And you can see my view range is 380 meters. Working on repairs, and for the last, my loader, I have repairs, and I'm working on safe stowage. And as far as equipment, I just have improved vents in there. I could put, you could put maybe binoculars if you're trying to look down a line by yourself, cover an entire line by yourself, or maybe even a camo net. I didn't really feel a need for that. I put my improved vents in there so I can increase my crew's abilities by 5%. But that's my Panther. I don't use premium ammo on any tanks. I don't have it. I also, if you look up at the top right there, I only have a standard account as well. I don't have a premium account, which really kills you with the higher tier tanks. You basically have to have premium if you want to play with the higher tier tanks, because it just costs so much to shoot them, and it costs so much to repair them. But so we're on mine standard battle. Again, tier 8 game. It's pretty handily a tier 8. They have quite a few tier 8s there. A few 7s, some 5s, and so on and so forth. They got a lot of arties. Look at that. See, 1, 2, 3. 3 arties with a scout. On this map, usually the way the pub games go is the heavies will go over in this area. If you look down here at the mini map, they'll go in like this, like the city kind of kind of ish area, they'll cover this road right here, and they'll cover um, this other city area. Mediums tend to go, or mediums and light tanks tend to go towards this area over here by the lighthouse, and that's where I like to go as well. And that's where I'm gonna go. It gives you it's a nice place to try to get a few flanking shots. You can see the guys when they're driving up in this middle road right here. Whoops. You can see them up in there. Get out of here. You can get a few flank shots, which is helpful. Just to try to keep them honest, so they can't push up too much. That's the other thing that a medium's really good for, is taking a few shots here and there to try to just try to hold the opposing team back so that they can't push up too far or too quickly. A lot of players, they'll tend to be either super aggressive or very, especially in the pub games, they'll either be super aggressive or they'll be really cautious. See, we're getting a nice setup on this game. Unfortunately, we have some heavies behind us, which could be a big problem. But as far as this left, as far as the west goes, we have a nice flank on them. We can see their entire flank. We can get behind them, and so on and so forth. So we have a good set of positions, I guess you could call it. That'd be a better word. Better way to word it is we have a good setup of positions where we can see everything, keep everything in front of us, so on and so forth. Now, as I was saying before, I want to get in and try to get a gunner, a loader, maybe get an ammo rack in there, just something to try to slow him down so this guy can't shoot as quickly. Maybe get that turret ring so he can't crank it. Oh, he's gone. Well, this was a pretty quick sweep here, 12-5 already. They didn't have anybody over to back up on that right side except for those two scout tanks, which is usually you got to put somebody there. I think there's an arty back here somewhere. Yeah, they have their priest left. There he is. Oh, can't go through it. I'm not even scared if I get hit. There. Well, that was a quick game. Let's see if I can get in one more game for you. Let's see where I'm at this one. Yeah, mid-tier. Not too high up, not too far down. Nothing to brag about on that. South Coast. See, another right away we could see another tier 8 game. Quite a few tier 8s too. So again, you're going to be sitting back. A lot of times when you play with the Panther, you're not going to be top tier. You're going to be sitting back, adding a little help here and there, and taking snipe shots. And the other thing is with this gun, you're only going to be doing 100, 110 damage most of the time. So on a tank with 1,500, 2,000 hit points, or whatever the case is, you can't get up in there. You can't get up in their face to shoot at them. Now what you'll see on this
Let's
one
get this show on the road.
is half the team. Usually the heavies should get here. Usually a heavy or two will come over here. Mediums will come up onto this ridge. And a couple guys will sit in the middle to see where to go. And they should play as like a rover again, or as a safety where they can go to the left or go to the right depending on where the help is needed. Being a medium tank, let's see if I can't get a... Being a medium tank, I'm going to go over to the... Good. I'm going to go over to the right. As soon as these guys are done.
Penetration.
See, with these scouts like this, you really want to track them if you can. I had 2 pen, no damages. Probably took them in the tracks.
That's gotta hurt.
But couldn't...
They destroyed the turret controls. Enemy vehicle knocked out.
That works. I'm just going to let my crew take care of this.
One of our tracks is damaged.
We got the...
We fixed the turret, but it's still not turning very fast.
It must be up on that hill. Oh, that's the end of that. Well...
Get out.
Well, I guess I'm not going to show you the third game, but that's the general ideas. When you get into these games, the first thing you want to do is see where you are, top tier, if you're in the middle, if you're bottom tier. What kind of tank are you driving? You're driving a heavy tank, you're driving a medium or a light tank. Heavy tanks, you're going to be able to get up there and start fighting with people, taking a few shots, getting hit and everything. Medium tanks, especially with a Panther, you're going to want to sit back and take a few snipe shots whenever you get a chance to, and move to other areas of the map to support your teammates when and if they need it. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I want to do more of these live commentaries, but let me know what you guys think, if you think it's worthwhile or if you think it's just a waste of time. But yeah, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think, and take care, guys. Bye.